Hello and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to discuss how to build a Flash player for streaming your videos online. We're going to use the free tool provided by Liquid Broadcast, built on open source media framework. This tool is actually an Adobe product, but it's been tweaked by Liquid Broadcast and it's hosted on their system for optimal playback for your videos. So the first thing to do is go to liquidbroadcast.com. Just navigate to any of their other pages and they will have a free Flash player menu right here. When you select that, it sort of gives you a really generic form for building your Flash player, but it's very functional. You're going to want to leave your source alone. This is pointing to the Flash files that actually create the player. It's hosted in Liquid Broadcast CDN, so there's no real need to actually move those files over to your own system. But if you want to, you can obviously submit a request and Liquid Broadcast will be happy to provide these files for you if you wanted this variable in your own server. The width and height are obviously the dimensions of your player. You don't need to worry about W mode. The most important is this media source URL. This media source URL is the location of your video files. The media framework supports F4M, which is Flash's HTTP streaming solution. It also supports MP4s and FLVs. So you can either just upload these onto your own server, or you can, if you're using a CDN, clearly you're storing your files in their account and you know how to access them. The rest of these variables are pretty much explanatory. Stream type is either live or recorded. You can leave it to default and the stream will auto select whether it's live or recorded. Auto rewind would just obviously rewind the video. Auto play would make it so that the video just starts upon page load. Loop obviously loops the video. So the play button is so that you can have that play button triangle either on top of your video player or not. I would say leave it as true. Just lets people know they can click on it to start the video. Scale mode, keep that at letterbox unless you really want to use something else, and I would say, you know, play with the settings, see what you like. Control bar, auto hide right here is what's going to make the control bar either disappear or reappear. You know, it's either going to stay there or it's going to slide away and disappear. Docked, your choices for docked are either none, floating, or docked. I would say either leave it to docked or none. None would be if you just don't want your user to have the play, pause, and the audio control features. There are a few instances where this is real handy, where if you just want to have some sort of animation going on but not really have it appear as a video. Muted, of course, is muted. You can choose a start time in your video clip and an end time, so the video will actually randomly seek to the point you set and it will either start or stop your video based on your own likings. Here you can choose a background color, use a hex number for this value. We can discuss that in a later tutorial. Okay, now that we have all that out of the way, I'm actually going to log into the Liquid Broadcast CDN and get my videos. And of course, if these videos are hosted on your own server, you're going to have the URLs located already. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pick my videos. And these are videos that I've previously uploaded and are stored in the Liquid Broadcast CDN. I'm going to choose this video and get the link, and I'm going to choose progressive download for the link style. On the Liquid Broadcast CDN, I do have the option to choose progressive or flash streaming for all my flash content, as long as it's in an H.264 wrapper. Now that I have that, I can cruise over here and select my media source and paste it. And now I'm going to preview and update. After I click preview and update, we now have a piece of code that's going to go into your server, and you're going to have a preview of the player. This preview actually lets you make sure that the file here is linked correctly, and all your settings here are set to how you like it. Here you can see that the video loads and it plays just fine. If I wanted to modify any of these settings, it's really easy. I can just go in and I can, let's say I want to eliminate the user's ability to hide the control bar. Whereas you can see here, there's the control bar. Now it's gone. Just hit preview and update after you've changed the value. It will regenerate your player and you can test it. And you can test it. Now let's grab this snippet of code. And I'm just going to use this test HTML that I've previously created. And I'm going to paste it in my HTML source. And I'm going to preview it. And the video loads. And you can see here the video is playing. This should work on any web player. Clearly it's working on the desktop. It should work on any of your web servers, and there you have it. You've just created a easy to use and easy to build Flash player.